Welcome. Today we're doing part two of the reading table. We'll be creating the books next. So let's start by creating a cube. I'm just going to move it up and away from the table so we can work better with it. Next, we're going to go into the channel box and change the scale settings. X will be 0.399. Y will be 3.122. And X scale Z will be 2.361. And going to click on the book. I'm going to press F so I can zoom in to see how it looks so far. Now I'm going to click on Polycube 2 and then change the subdivisions. Subdivision width will be 3. The height will stay at 1. Subdivision depth will be 4. And there it is. This is how it looks so far. I'm going to press spacebar to go into 4 views, and then I'm going to go into top view, spacebar. I'm going to press F to zoom in, and I'm going to move the edges around a bit. So I'm going to right click, hold, and select vertex. I'm going to select the two middle line, the vertices, by drawing a box around them. And then I'm going to select the scale tool, pull on the X handle for the scale, just so I can move the edges around, or the vertices around. And there it is. This kind of creates like the cover of the book. All right, now I need to move this vertices down. So I'll select the move tool, bring this down, this one as well, and this one as well. I'm going to zoom in on that section at the bottom. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move them just a little bit more down. Okay, now I'm going to select only these two middle vertices, and then using the scale tool, I'm going to push in by holding and dragging the X handle in. So this creates kind of like the backbone of the book. Once we have that, we'll go back to perspective view. And I'm just going to zoom in and rotate on it so you can kind of see what we did. Let me switch to object mode, right click and hold, and then object mode. And that allows us to see it a little bit better. There. Now I'm going to select face mode, right click face mode. Going to select only the top, front while holding shift, and bottom face. Once I have that, I'm going to extrude them in. So edit mesh and then extrude, and I'll just grab the Z handle and then just push it down. There you go. And that creates the pages of the book. You can see that it goes in and it does that all the way around. So that should be fine. Right click object mode. Okay, so now what we need to do is place the book on the table. So I'll move it there, move it up. And then the easiest way would be just to go to 4 views so we can get a better look. Let me go into front view first. I'll press 4 to go into wire mode so I can see through the table. And let's see, I'm going to move the book up. And as you can see, the book is too big. So I'll just grab the scale tool and then just scale it down a little bit. So that should be fine. Grab the move tool. I can zoom in a little bit more. And there it is. So it's right on the top bookshelf, like so. Press F to zoom in, and then there it is. You can see it now. We can rotate it. So I'll select the rotate tool, and then you can see rotate Y is changing. So I could just go 90 here. There it is. Just it's perfectly aligned. I'll go back to. Oops, it switched back. Let me change it back to 90. Don't forget to press enter first, and then just click outside. So rotate Y doesn't stay selected when you press spacebar. There we go. Spacebar again. I'll just move it in a little bit more. That should be fine. And then I go to side view. Let me zoom in. I can press 4 just so I can see through it. And I can, at this point, I could just move it around to one of the edges and then just duplicate the book, edit, duplicate, and then I'll just move it. And I'll just keep doing that, edit, duplicate. Then I can just select them all, edit, duplicate. Yeah, so I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of books here, edit, duplicate, and then I'll select just one this time and duplicate it as well, edit, duplicate, and I'll just bring it down to the bottom shelf. And again, as you can see that it's too big, let me go into front view. Using the scale, I'm going to resize it. Let me bring it down, make sure it fits in there. And there it is, it does fit. Let me go back. I'll just put it on the other side. And then again, duplicate. Select them both. Edit, duplicate. Edit, duplicate. I'll select another one from the top and then I'll go edit, duplicate, and bring it down. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to side view, front view, and then bring it over. And I'm just going to lay it down here on the table. So let me, if we go rotate, yeah, so it would be -180. So let's type 180, -180, and there it is. I'll grab my move tool, go back into front view, and then just bring it down and lay it down. On the table. And then I'll duplicate it, bring it up on top, and make sure you zoom in so you can see that it's actually touching, and then maybe rotate it so just mess around with the rotation. Go edit, duplicate again, and then just move it on top, and then again rotate it just so we don't have it like in the same position. Edit, duplicate, move up, and then rotate. And then at this point you can just go ahead and press 5 so you can go back to shaded mode. Same thing on side view, just press 5. So far this is how it looks. Okay, so do the same thing and submit a screenshot to Google Classroom once you're done. And that's it. We're done with part 2 of the reading tape.